Alright, so for end of year, we got the last patch notes of 2022. We're going to be looking over here the patch notes for the Purgatory Meliodas update. Now, if you don't know a Purgatory Meliodas update, we're going to be skimming through what he does, but I would recommend watching my video just about him specifically. I just covered like literally his gameplay and stuff, which I'm not going to be covering in this video, more about the patch notes, but obviously he is part of the patch notes, so it's worth mentioning. I'm actually going to pull up Grand Cross Database, has a much better thing here. Look how long his passive is. That's insane. At the start of battle, apply 3 Bond of Purgatory on the hero. When the hero takes damage during the enemy's turn, or when the hero uses skill, removes one of those stacks. When all stacks are removed, gain True Magic. True Magic is absorbed. True Magic is removes all debuffs, and he gains 50% accurate stats. True Magic is removed after using a single skill, and then gain the Bonds of Purgatory back. Bonds of Purgatory decreases damage that demons take. I've seen a lot of people say that they think that because of this, melee is only going to be good with demons, and I disagree. Melee is going to be really, really impressive anywhere, just knowing what he does. In addition, applies an effect that depletes ultimate gauge by 1 for 2 turns on enemies who do not use a skill. When attacking enemies, assuming a stance, or if a debuff increases damage by 40%. Well, unnecessarily long passive. His first skill is a single target that does more damage if the enemy has more remaining HP, and also increases pierce rate by 2 times. You can see the multipliers. AoE, additional damage equal to 50% of the hero's pierce rate. Again, you can see the multipliers. And the ultimate, you can see here that he inflicts Magic Explosion, which ignores 30% crit resistance and 60% crit defense. Now, this effect increases with the ultimate level, so at 1/6 it's going to be 30, then you can see all the way to 6/6. Doesn't increase that much per dupe levels. Like if you stop at 4/6, I think it's like a really good point. If you manage to get 2 copies or more of him in one rotation, that'll be great. And then also he becomes... he gets a damage cap, is what I mean. He gains a damage cap of 70% for 1 turn, or up to 40% at 6/6, and at 6/6 it actually becomes 2 turns. So, obviously, as festivals go, ultimates are pay to win. Not as pay to win as Ascanor, I think. Ascanor's ultimate is insanely pay to win. But this is all for Purgatory Meliodas. He's insane. I've been seeing a lot of people that just don't understand how crazy this guy is going to look in game. Don't worry, he's going to be looking crazy. So the banner is crazy. There's no reason to skip this banner. Even if you're, this should have been Demon King Meliodas. I'm going to skip. Sure, buddy. Yeah. New chapter. They are going to be hopefully demonstrating some really cool animations for Demon King Meliodas. We saw the cutscene on the stream of Bond fighting him, so I'm hoping there's a stage where we actually fight him. There should be. The outfits for Meliodas. Coin Shop has every festival except Merlin and Ascanor? Right? And Liz. Why is Liz not here? There's no Merlin or Liz. Very weird. Liz is not here. Oh, Liz is not here because she's light. I'm sorry. They don't put the light and dark characters here. Cringe. Merlin's not here either. If you're one of those people that were like, oh, Margaret should be in the banner, hey, you can buy Margaret, I guess. So, new relics. We haven't had relics in months, which is so strange, and I was really hoping they would drop Meliodas relics. Base Meliodas, Demon Meliodas, so have it. Lost Vein Meliodas could have had a relic. Like, Goddess Liz, Festival King, Festival Zeldris, all these characters have relics, and not Lost Vein, the first festival. But no, Nanasha gets a relic. His relic is actually pretty interesting. Increases base stats of Unknown by 30%. Pretty good. He works in the back. This works in the back. Increases defense-related stats of ally with less than 2 skills when ally turn starts at 20%. So, adds on to his passive of giving the ally with 2 cards. I kind of wish they would just... Honestly, what they could have done is just make... Like, part of his Holy Relic could have been that his passive doesn't matter. Like, the restriction doesn't matter, right? That he would just give this to all allies. Sure. So he's going to be giving this plus this, right? The 20% along his passive. Now, Tonar. This is going to be really good. Now, with this new Meliodas is going to be really good for, I think, the dogs. Because the cleanse, the attack buff, I think it's gonna be looking really good. So Tonar now, which she's in the banner by the way, in dogs, when the hero uses a skill, increases allies' ultimate gauge by 1%. Or sorry, by 1, sorry. Every time she uses a skill, she increases ultimate gauge by 1 of all allies. Already that's really good. And then increases all allies' HP related stats by 10% up to 4 times. You know how insane this is? This is permanent, right? This is permanent. When she uses 4 skills, that's it. That's the cap for the HP increase. But all of your allies get 40% HP. And most importantly, 40% lifesteal. All of your characters are going to have 40% lifesteal. This is insane. Like Tonar Relic actually makes dogs pretty easy. Now, in the patch notes, they don't show what materials are used. I hope it's Bird because she's a human, but I have a strange suspicion they're gonna sneak in dog materials for this because they did it for Jormungandr. I hope that's not the case, but we'll see. This relic is crazy. If you haven't pulled Tonar yet, I hope you pull her on the festival banner. Now, constellation change. This is a headache one. So they're changing a little bit of how constellation works. First off, I don't know if it shows here, but every character you pull from now on will give you 30 GP over 20. It used to be 20. So I'm assuming next time, after the update, when you log in, there's going to be like a ton more GP for you to use, considering all the characters you pulled before. So you're going to advance a lot on your constellations as is, right? But most importantly, this system allows you to change status of each constellation's mana stones, completing the constellation of Sloth. I don't know which one that is. I'll have to open the game. Activates Chaos and Constellations of Lust. Now, if you don't have this constellation activated yet, again, when you log into the game, you're probably going to have a ton of GP from that increase of, which, like, whenever you pull a character. Allowing you to use Chaos Crystals and Chaos Shards to change Mana Stone stats. So how this works, they showed on stream. You're going to be each, like, you know the big balls? Do you know the big balls? You're going to be increasing the stat on the big balls. It's not a lot. Like, genuinely, it's really not a lot. You're going to be increasing, like, for a whole constellation, your stats are going to be increasing by, like, 50 attack or, like, 40 defense. The HP one's kind of big. It's like maybe like a 700 to like 1,000 increase per constellation. I'm not saying per ball, per actual constellation. That's what it seems like anyways. And to upgrade, there's like this infinite recharging thing. Each week, I guess you get one, then you can use it to upgrade. And then this other material, the only way they showed how to get is from SP Dungeon. Yeah, only from SP Dungeon. I don't know how it's going to work, but this is the thing that re-rolls it. Really weird. I don't know why we needed this system. I don't think we needed this system. But hey, another system in the game. It's really, for what it seems, not that big of a deal. Unless they make these pay to win. Somehow, like, the changes are so minor. So minor. That it's, I don't know. Base inventory is increased from 130 to 135. The maximum right now is 500, but they're going to increase the maximum to 525. So if you want to buy more inventory space, which I know I will, then you can with gems. You can always do the mass clear of original demon and Belmos now. It's going to be a fixed thing, just like the regular demons. So they changed... They improved, quote unquote. Oh, no, this is the thing I said. 20 to 30, not CC buff improvement. So they improved the CC buff system. So you know how your box CC gives you HP percentage? They're changing it to like this. So there's a much larger gap currently than there will be now after this update. Let's say you have 4 million box CC, you won't see any more upgrade because of your box until you reach 6 million box CC, which I think is too much of a gap. Now it's going to be every 500,000, you're going to see here a minor increase, either on HP, you see HP, or defense. It's very minor though. And then at 13 million, God forbid, I don't have 13 million, it starts attack up to 17 million, Now you gotta remember that when they introduced box CC and it was 12 million, the maximum, no one had even close to that number. And this is the case now. No one has even close to this. I think the biggest one is not even 14 million. So that's what they're doing. The increase is very minor. Very, very minor, which is good. Like, it's the cap for HP percentage is still 12 million. At 12, you get 15. I think the current's actually 12. They're actually changing. They're increasing more. Like, if you have 4.5 million, you're already at 12, right? I think. I haven't looked at my box CC thing for a while. Again, there's no need for this change. No need for this change. I don't know why they're making it more complicated. I like that they're increasing the amount of achievement points, though. Like, the gaps were too high. 500k is a good gap. Tower. Oh, this is the Ragnarok thing, isn't it? You'll see what. Yeah. SP dungeon gauge improvement. It's just animations, I think. You can now quick travel to Tower of... oh, you can just swap between the towers, okay. This is again for the Ragnarok thing. New Year Lucky Draw. Okay, nice. Where you log in, you have a chance. So 300 gem login bonus. Very, very cool. You know, this is expectations met. We got 100 gems from Grimoire Nerf, which a lot of people were happy about, actually. Like, I was a little annoyed that they nerfed the character instead of buffing characters. I've been begging them to buff characters, and they ended up nerfing one instead. But it gave everyone 100 gems and a ton of resources. And now we're also getting 300 gems from this login. 30 from the first day, then 270 in total from the remaining of the days. This is going to be throughout the whole banner. So hopefully you have enough to do a full 900 gems on the banner. One free multi, of course, usual, plus 10 gems here, right? Usual stuff, you know, the thing with the coins you keep putting on. Now, let's talk about this in a second when we get there, right? Free costume for all Meliodases and free Green Demon Meliodas. So thank God everyone that voted for him to be in the new banner, right? So great that he's in the banner instead of like Scotty or something, right? So much better than Scotty. Anyways, so you get a free Green Demon Meliodas. It's pretty cool for people that don't have him, I guess. This is as for the boss stage thingy. Yeah, this guy. You also can get the rest of the cosmetic that's free for all Meliodases. If you missed on any artifact cards because maybe you started playing later, you can get them from this event. Only the free ones, that is. Yeah, if you spend X amount of gems, 900 gems. SP dungeon, reward dungeon. Doesn't it usually go to 300? Okay. Is this permanent? Like, 900 is a lot. Like, I know 900 is the amount to get, like, the character pitied, but, you know. Your diamond rebate event. Yeah, costume discounts. So if you were holding on gems for this, now is the time. Every costume in the game except New Escanor and Merlin, for whatever reason, are going to be having this discount from 30 to 20 on UR, and then so on and so forth here. These costumes are returning. If you're interested in any of them, they're all going to be available for gems and all are going to be discounted. Oh boy. Controversy. Again, they're bringing this back. Can't wait for people to be crying because it's going to be botted. We all know it's going to be botted. But do they, so it's 20 people get 1,000 gems, usual stuff. Do they know it's going to be botted? So I saw in the actual original patch notes, you need to be level 8 to be able to do this. I don't recall if last year it was the same thing. This will prevent a little bit, but not 100%. They should have made it so it's you have to beat like chapter 8 on story, or like chapter 10 or something to be able to do this. It's a simple solution that I don't know why they haven't done. Exchange for king, usual stuff, usual thingy. The rerun of the artifact set from last year. Lucky box. The only thing missing here from these translated patch notes I'll bring up in a second. Give me a second. So this will be front and center in the title. Sorry that I didn't know it wasn't in the Gurkha's database translations. I am sure I should include there because of people maybe being angry at it. So the melee banner, right? We see right here, it's a regular banner, 4% rates as festivals go with all these characters, but there is also a paid only banner. Paid only banner with 6% rates. Now, how does this work? Well, you need to buy in the shop these tickets, these specific tickets. You can only summon in the paid only banner with these tickets. They're, again, paid only. And it costs in total like $20-something for true multis. Actually, pretty good deal when it comes down to, you know, summons for money in you know, relation to the usual prices of the game. Now, with that being said, this is the worst paid only banner I've ever seen in any game ever. So it's 6% rates. So the rates for the main character increase slightly. But here's the thing. You're gonna pay for this banner, 20-something bucks. Probably gonna get shafted in both multis, because it's only 2 multis. You can only do 2 multis in this paid only banner. And it does not accumulate for the mileage. So there's no pity. These true multis you're doing are not getting 60 on that 900 pity. Now, having a paid only banner is new to the game. We've never had this before. And it's a bad precedent. I genuinely think that this is a bad idea. And I hope this doesn't sell very well. I personally will not be buying these tickets because, again, these don't give any mileage. And I know I'm not pulling the new character at 0.37%. 0.37% true multis? I'm not going to pay outside. Like, I know most of the times I'm going to be pulling this Meliodas will be from the pity. The rates are bad. Like, a pity is the best resource us as players have, right? Utilizing pity to our advantage is the best way to go. And if this summon doesn't count for the pity, I don't see the point of summoning. So if you are a paid player, I don't know if these tickets are really worth it. And if you're a free-to-play player being scared of this sort of thing, this time around, I don't think this is really that good, really. So I wouldn't be scared for now. But in the future, they could make paid banners much better. Like, they could make paid banners for regular... They wouldn't make it for festival like that, but for, like, regular characters that just guarantee you the new character much easier than just doing 600 gems. But they would lose money on that. I don't know. This is a bad attempt at a pay-to-win banner. To be honest. Like, again, you can only do 2 multis, and it does not count for the pity. So, this is the only change they made to banners. When I saw the 6%, I was really hoping they would have made this banner in general 6% rates, but that's not actually the case. So that's about it. Let me know what you think of the update. I really like the Meliodas. I think he is a good addition to the game. And that's it.